Welcome to the news on ABC. Today we will be discussing the upcoming presidential election with Dwight D. Eisenhower and Adlai Stevenson. We will also discuss the importance of participating in duck and cover drills. We will discuss the Korean War too. Today, Eisenhower and Stevenson talked about their views on Korea. This is how Korea is going so far. Hey guys, USA. And this is what the candidates thought about it. Welcome, Mr. Eisenhower.
Hello, thank you for having me here. In regards to the Korean War, I would like to get our troops out with honor. We have no business being in Korea, but we need to fight communism and contain it. I need a return to normalcy in our country.
And now for a commercial break.
Ike for president, Ike for president, Ike for president, Ike for president. You like Ike, I like Ike, everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum, we'll take Ike to Washington. We don't want John or Dean or Harry, let's do that big job right. Let's get in step with the guy that's hep, get in step with Ike. You like Ike, I like Ike, everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum, we'll take Ike to Washington. We got to get where we are going, travel day and night for president. Let Adelaide go the other way, we'll all go with Ike. President. You like Ike, I like Ike, everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum, we'll take Ike to Washington, we'll take Ike to Washington.
Now is the time for all good Americans to come to the aid of their country.
Hello, look at this new Frigid Air refrigerator coming out in 1953. It's next year's model, and you can get it now, only at Sears. Look at all of the room inside this refrigerator. It's so nice for when you throw big dinner parties. Everyone will be jealous of you. You'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Look at this nice freezer it has. You should buy this refrigerator. It's really fun. Look how lovely this refrigerator is. So many compartments for all of your food that you make every day when your husband comes home from work. Look at that. The mac and cheese is not included.
Dum dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and cover, ducked and cover.
He did what we all must learn to do. You
And you
and you and you.
duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. Produced by Archer Productions, Incorporated.
Hello, welcome to this newscast on this lovely 1957 day. Today, there was quite the event over in Russia. they launched a satellite into outer space. It's called Sputnik. And there are Americans that have fears that, I'm really upset about it actually, that they could possibly launch missiles from Sputnik from space. We're totally done for. So that means that we need better education, like standardized tests in math and science, because those kids, they're like little devils, them. And their Elvis music. See you next. Coming up next on ABC channel, don't forget to watch I Love Lucy, because it's a great show, and it's coming up right after this broadcast is over, which is right now.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Breaking news. The election results are in. John F. Kennedy just barely beat out Richard Nixon. John F. Kennedy is to be the 35th President of the United States. Lyndon B. Johnson will take over as Vice President. Richard Nixon suspects tampering of some of the votes in Illinois. This was a devastating loss for Nixon, as he had a promising political career. Don't expect to hear of him anytime soon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Welcome to the news. As a commemoration of our beloved President Kennedy, we will go through his presidency. Kennedy was elected in 1960 in a tight election against Nixon. As Kennedy entered the White House, he and his family brought with them an aura of excellence. He was seen as American royalty, and threw lavish parties for the fellow department officials. Kennedy showed himself as a cold warrior during the Cold War. Cuban Missile, a slight hiccup with the Bay of Pigs invasion. He maneuvered through the crisis. His closest advisors debated for a week over on Kennedy's opinions. His closest advisors debated for over a week on Kennedy's options, and as we have seen, he made the right decision. Good night, America.
This just in. The Warren Commission has released details on the assassination of John F. Kennedy. The commission has determined that Lee Harvey Oswald was, in fact, the only shooter in Dallas. Experts have determined that the single bullet theory explains how the shooter worked alone. One bullet missed, one hit both Mr. Kennedy and Governor Connally, and the last fatally wounded Mr. Kennedy, hitting him in the head. We're very sorry for the loss of Mr. Kennedy, and it is a great tragedy to the people of this nation. I'd like to have a moment of silence for Mr. Kennedy.
Welcome to NBC News. Breaking news! We have recently learned that President LBJ has decided to go to war with North Vietnam. You may not know that North Vietnam has gone red. Yes, they are communists. Those dirty commies. We must aid South Vietnam in the fight for freedom. After our ships were attacked in the Gulf of Tonkin, we must fight. Here is some coverage from how the war is going.
USA! USA! USA!
Vietnam.
I'm just going to search your house to see if you have any weapons. What is this? Get out of your house! Get out of your house! We're burning this place! We're burning this house!
Hello, America. My name is Walter Cronkite. Thank you for tuning in to NBC News on this lovely evening. Well, it wasn't such a lovely day in Vietnam, as there was a communist flag raised at the U.S. Embassy in South Vietnam. It's so unfortunate. I thought we were winning this war in Vietnam. What the hell is going on? And this is what Americans think of the Vietnam War.
Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids have you killed today? Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids have you killed today? Hey, LBJ, how many kids have you killed today? Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids have you killed today? No more war in Vietnam!
Welcome to the 80s.
Yo.
Yo.
I'm the big Gippa, don't mess with me. I'm
What?
the baddest rapper from the side of DC.
Yeah.
With my best girl, Nancy, as my spouse.
Yeah.
Rapping to you from that big white house.
Nancy,
Nancy, let's break Nancy.
jam on it. They put Fritz up in 84, and though in debate he seemed sore, I whipped him with a big glen fly. Now he's at Burger Town making fries. Yeah, push into Bush. Yeah,
Met with Gorgerov in 85. Talk about how everyone can stay alive. And though he seemed to be a guy with class, he doesn't play ball.
Yeah.
We'll nuke his
Country. What? I'm the big Gipper, don't mess with me. I'm the baddest rapper from this side of DC, with my best girl Nancy as my spouse. Rapping to you from that big white house. Yeah, Nancy. Yeah, jam on it. Well, I get up in the morning and I have some toast, and Nancy and I take it right up the coast. I sign a bill, then I'll take a nap. This is what I call my presidential rap. Yeah.
Well.
I'm the big Gipper, don't mess with me. I'm the best rapper from this side of DC, with my girl Nancy as my spouse. Rapping to you from that big white house. Nancy.
Current administration's socioeconomic and political policies are in direct cohesion with what has been facilitated. Yeah.
That's a ticket.
Yes. Awesome.
Well, I do and say just what I want, and with Congress I always win. So you better let me break and you better let me rap, or in 88 I'll run again. Push into Bush. Yeah. I'm the big Gipper, don't mess with me. I'm the best rapper this side of DC, with my best girl Nancy as my spouse. Rapping to you from that big white house. Word.
Awesome.
Welcome to NBC News. We are very happy to announce on January 22nd, 1981, which is today, the American hostages held in Iran have been released. They were held for 444 days in the American embassy in Tehran, Iran. They never knew if they were going to make it out alive, but fortunately they did. One attempt at rescue failed, but that is behind us now. We will now welcome free Americans back and a new president into the White House.
So we're here with one of the hostages that just got off the plane from Iran. Tell us, what was your experience like being held hostage in the embassy?
Well, it was very traumatic moments of my life, and I'm very glad to be home.
Wait till I ask.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to NBC News today. There was an attempt to assassinate Ronald Reagan today. He recently got out of surgery, and he reportedly was making jokes with his surgeon. The attempt happened today as Reagan was going to his limo after leaving a speaking engagement at the Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. Reagan was hit in the chest by the ricochet of a bullet shot by John Hinckley Jr. Hinckley allegedly committed the shooting in order to get the attention of celebrity Jodie Foster. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Welcome to NBC News. Today, Ronald Reagan has taken on a new foreign policy. This is his speech of the evil empire, referring to the Soviet Union, our enemies.
So I urge you to speak against those who would place the United States in a position of military and moral inferiority. You know, I've always believed that old Screwtape reserved his best efforts for those of you in the church. So, in your discussion of the nuclear freeze proposals, I urge you to beware the temptation of pride, the temptation of blithely declaring yourselves above it all and label both sides equally at fault, to ignore the facts of history and the aggressive impulses of an evil empire, to simply call the arms race a giant misunderstanding and thereby remove yourself from the struggle between right and wrong and good and evil.
Reagan has recently rejected America's containment policy, which has been in place since the presidency of Harry Truman. He means business. He has a new plan for a strategic defense initiative, also known as SDI. The plan calls for lasers in space capable of taking down any Soviet-launched missiles before they reach America. This plan will be a relief to all Americans. They will no longer have to fear nuclear war. Good night, America. Thank you for tuning into NBC News. Welcome to NBC News. Thank you for tuning in tonight. The economy has improved greatly ever since the Reaganomics bill was passed. Unemployment and inflation have gone down, with small businesses taking in the most profits. Consumer spending is at an all-time high. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in tonight. Breaking news. We have just been informed that the Berlin Wall has come down. Many East Berliners are going to West Berlin away from their previous oppression. This could be the first of many acts showing communism crumbling. Let's go live to the Berlin Wall.
Yeah! West Berlin!
Buy this lovely Apple computer. It's so new. All your friends want it, so you do too. Internet not included. Oh, hello there. Look at my new computer. They're the newest advancement in technology. Everyone needs them in their home. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time on The Century, America's Time. Hello, welcome to NBC News. Today, Reagan made a historic comment about the Berlin Wall. He said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall."
Is that really it?
First of all, he's not British. Second of all, it wasn't historic yet because he just said it. Nobody knows that's historic. Tear it down. Seriously, what are you doing?
Who, me?
No, wait. Well, yes, you. And you.
Is it still filming?
And us. What are we doing?
Welcome back after that short commercial break.
Guys, can we please, like, do that? I'm so new.
Here. We got here. You can just use some ones already on the floor.
There's one on the laptop.
Oh,